that all came out of the conversation on the couch. And
Mhm.
circling back with that, talking with the hospice social worker who came in. Again, I had 2 weeks and 2 days of hospice here in the home. Social worker came in. She was incredible and was able to really be that person that I could talk to, who finally, like, I got so much out of our relationship, our conversations. She continued on with bereavement support, and we kept talking about and going back to that conversation on the couch. Why, when we thought we had all this paperwork, did we feel so unprepared? Why didn't we have this conversation earlier? Why didn't we talk about any of this stuff? And after a while, we realized it. I'm not rare. I mean, this happens all the time. She sees that every day, that people are unprepared and even more unprepared than me. So uh, we decided we're going to do something about it. I come from a background in comedy and writing, so we decided to create a card game with the comedy, the Death Deck, and Lisa Pahl, who's the co-creator, also the hospice social worker. We have continued on with the game that we've created, 112 cards that have everything imaginable about death and dying, the afterlife, thoughts that you could imagine, financial planning, estate planning, all of that, but in a way that has a little bit of a sense of humor, so that it's easier to talk about, because for whatever reason, people find this hard to talk about. But it's a conversation game and a game and a tool to help people start these conversations. So we're at thedeathdeck.com and also on Amazon. We also just in March released a new game called the EOL, or the End of Life Deck, because lots of people who were finding us worked in end of life, either in hospice or in the medical world. And some of the questions, which we originally geared in the Death Deck for everybody to play, not just someone who is facing a terminal illness or needs to have these questions answered. But the EOL deck is a smaller version, but it's different questions that are a little more sensitive, but also include a multiple choice element to help people start talking about this and give them ideas of what they might need to be talking about if they don't know what to talk about. So
So is this for medical professionals as well? I mean, is that who you gear it towards, or just for like families with terminal patients?
both, yeah. So
I
this is
see.
the
I
this
see.
is the deck that Lisa carries with her every day at her
Oh,
job,
I
because
see.
she still does hospice social work. So some of the cards
Mhm.
at the death deck weren't necessarily appropriate for some of the families that she was going into to see, although you can handpick the ones that you feel might work. But EOL deck is more targeted towards someone who has been diagnosed, or someone of a certain elderly age, or hospice or hospital setting or doctor setting. Yeah.